Watkins did come on.
He is, but he says it sounds like he's going to be a little bit late.
My bam, we're like, my coffee machine needed to be rebooted this morning, so my wife's rebooting it.
Oh, are you coffeeless right now?
Kinda. I got one,
Oh, okay.
but usually I have another cup. I feel naked without it. Did you see that? Did you watch the clip that got sent in the chat this morning with Mitchell Cooper?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's fucking gnarly.
Holy shit! Let me show the team this. This is crazy. Defiant Co. You know, there's 2 Defiant Co's, by the way. Oh, there's Defiant Athletics and Defiant Co. We got to make sure that we send the right people to Defiant Co.
Yeah, it's a UK based company, I do believe.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting. That we got a UK based listeners. I thought no one in Europe listened. I didn't think they understood the humor of Kill Taylor. That's
maybe
awesome.
they just watch it on mute. They just watch it for the workout.
Go Europe. When I click this sub clip, oh, you know what? I'm gonna read. Fuck. Oh, watch full video. Oh yeah. God, YouTube's cool. What was life like before you?
I don't know, 2008.
Oh yeah, I was live then.
Such a weird time.
This is 2 months ago.
I could write a little essay. But I think loving would be the main one. And that, there's so many chat to her, so they're good. Can come back.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here's one. What is Mitchell's top quality as a husband and a father?
Dipping his dick in anything.
It's a husband and father. Loving. I think just unconditional loving would be one. There's so many things. I don't even know. That's a hard question. I could write a little essay. But I think loving would be the main one. And that you're very present when you're there. You're super hardworking for us. But yeah, you're great. You're the best dad. And husband.
What about loyalty?
You are very loyal. Yes, that too.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
For us, but yeah, you're great. You're the best dad. And husband.
What about loyalty?
You are very loyal. Yes, that too. To add anything else? Smart.
All right. This is as spicy as it gets.
Holy
Oh
shit,
yeah, you're right. It sure
dude.
is. It sure is,
Holy
bro.
shit.
God damn.
Johan, that didn't even have to age. That was 2 months ago. So here's the part I don't get. If he knows he's, how do you,
dude? It sounds like he forced that for himself, didn't it? Like he made her say that to make himself feel more comfortable about it or something.
Dude, I don't even know how to process. It's almost like you walked into a 7-Eleven store and you make eye contact with the owner and you go, "I'm not stealing."
And then you just like take it out of the dude.
It's so overt.
I agree with the people in the.
It's so overt.
I'm agreeing with the people in the comments. He is like textbook sociopath. Has to be.
And what does that mean, sociopath? Like you don't have feelings? You don't.
He intelligently understands what he's doing and the harm it causes, but he can't like actually feel it. So there's no like repercussion on his end. Is my working definition of this. I don't know if that's like true, but.
So, like this, like yesterday, it was 11 o'clock at night, and I caught this fly that was in the windowsill buzzing around. And I don't want to deal with what it feels like to flush him down the toilet. So I walk an extra 20 steps and let him go outside.
Not a sociopath.
Yeah. Like I don't want to.
Probably a little too sensitive.
Right. Like I don't want to think about him drowning. You know what I mean? And getting forced down the fucking. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll take the extra 20 steps and I actually think, oh, is it too cold to let him outside? But he's a fucking fly. Like, hey, you got to go outside.
Right.
So this guy, oh man. Oh man. That's
It's like
interesting. I had a friend one time ask me, he goes, "Hey, is there a way to cheat without hurting the person you love?"
no.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool that he asked that. Like, this guy wants some pussy so bad, but he doesn't wanna hurt
He's
his
trying to find a
feelings.
loophole. You're
Yeah,
sure there's
yeah.
no like
I'm
there's
like,
no
"I don't think so,
loopholes
dude."
where I come unscathed, right? It's
I
just like, okay.
no, I think he was worried about his wife.
No, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he's not. He's actually worried about her finding out and then him getting caught. Because if he's really worried about his wife, it wouldn't be a conversation, yeah?
No, because take the wife out of it. Oh, I don't know the answer for sure, but take your wife out of it. Let's say you're going to you want to eat something at night you shouldn't eat because you know it's going to hurt you, right?
Okay.
I just take it the same way. You don't want to you want to go over there and you want to go to the strip club and get a lap dance and a handy for $50 from some toothless bitch, but you know if your wife finds out it's going to hurt her feelings.
Right.
And so you don't do it.
Yeah, well, that's why dudes are the scum of the earth, you know?
But you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you don't it doesn't mean you don't love yourself if you eat a piece of cake at fucking midnight.
Right.
It just means you're maybe that's what makes him such a good strongman because he doesn't feel anything, so he doesn't need to like eat cake at midnight.
Could be. He just disassociates so much with everything. That's why.
Yeah, they don't need to feel anything.
He reminds me of the when you find those like videos of the school shooters or something, and they like very well know what they did, but they're just like laughing about it and don't care. And then like the family walks in the courtroom and they're like,
They just start crying.
no. They like
They
double
flip the family
down.
out. Oh shit, really?
Dude, there was this one that was like a school shooter and he killed 3 kids. And when the family came in the courtroom, he goes, "Hey, just let you know, this was the trigger finger that killed your kids, and I jerk off with it to their memory." And
Holy
leans back
shit.
like that in the courtroom, dude. To his parents, bro.
Dude, that's commitment.
Fuck, that's something. That's dark, dude. That's some demon shit, dude. Like to be so disassociated that you could do that is crazy.
I'm gonna show you this.
There's justifying mistakes and like bad behavior, and then there's just straight up like crazy.
Oh, my audio doesn't work on my Instagram clips anymore.
Oh, weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Just on Twitter. I don't know what happened.
Just Danny running the block in San Diego. Is she in San Diego? That's where she's at, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but some of these shots are crazy. I was just picturing myself if she if she runs by you, you have to turn around, right? Like okay, so you're walking towards this with your dog.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like do you not turn around?
Absolutely not. That would be degrading. Unless she finds you attractive, and then it's welcomed.
Okay, hold on. Haley, hold on a second, real quick. Let me just ask you one question. Just look at this monitor right here, really quick. No one's gonna see. Okay, see this? Okay, so let's say you were just walking down the street and with your dog when you had a dog before it died, and these ladies ran by you. Would you turn around to look at them? You would, like turn around to see their butts. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. I'm glad I didn't. I thought there was one. If there was one human being who wouldn't, it would be you.
Oh, she said, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. All right.
I turn around and look. That disgusts me.
No, yeah, I didn't think you would turn around and look. I don't know.
How
But
could
I'm
you
glad.
not turn around and look? It's like a car wreck.
But the opposite. It's like a flower
Right.
that only like the odds of seeing a flower that big are a one in a bit. You know what I mean? It's like the world's largest flower ran by you.
Yeah. I didn't mean like the car wreck as in like she looked like a car wreck or it's negative. I meant like it's one of those things that like it's like you just can't help but like look in some degree. She's like a phenomenon. Like her body looks crazy and she's just running down the street.
Yeah, and to be honest, her body's crazy, and I don't know if I've ever seen anyone in person wear an outfit like that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, those are nighttime clothes. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe it was a ski, row, run, swim, and they left the swim part out. That's actually a bathing suit.
I would time my inhale as they pass so I could smell them. Like if I saw them coming from if I saw them coming from far away, I would time it so I as they pass.
Wait a second as they go by so you catch the draft as it goes.
David, you got my back on that or what?
God.
David? Mr. Weed. You got my back on that? You know how sometimes you time it the opposite way? Someone's coming by, you're like, I do not want to get a whiff of this.
Hey, you want to hear a weird take though?
Yeah. What?
They're in San Diego. We're gonna assume for this example, right?
Okay, yeah.
So she's
Yes.
probably the least attractive girl running on the street looking like that.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that, but it's like
Dude, they
giant
wear thongs, bro.
a giant sequoia may not be your favorite tree, but when you see one, you stop and stare.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
that's a rare occurrence. I'm sure where she lives. I mean, not a rare occurrence where she lives.
Thank you, David. And women, there's nothing you can do to stop us from smelling you. You can't report us. You don't know we're doing it. You think you can take away all our senses? We're not allowed to touch you or look at you or talk about you, but we could smell you bitches whenever we.
You can't take away the last of our sense.
Take a big old whiff.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So I guess since we don't have any games aficionados on here, I was supposed to ask like John Young or Tyler at this point. Like, so is she going to the games? What is she doing? Is that? Do you know anything?
Do I know anything?
Yeah.
Dude, you know I don't know shit.
Hey,
I mean, I can. Yeah, sure. No, I think this year she's not looking good.
Hey, this dude DMs me, nice guy, and he's like, Sarah's competing today. I'm like, cool, Sarah who? He's like, your mommy. So I assume he means Sarah Cox.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'm like, where is she competing? And he goes, semifinals. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't know Sarah's doing semifinals. And then he said something like, something about Justin's not coaching her anymore. And I'm thinking, oh, I didn't know Sarah had a coach. And I'm trying to it was just bizarre. Did you know Justin Collar was Sarah Sigmund's daughter's coach?
I had no idea. No.
Yeah.
None.
And I kept
competing?
telling the guy, I'm like, hey, dude, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Like the semifinals are happening right now, right? Like as we talk, there's a bunch of games athletes trying to go to the games, like right now, this second, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's so distant and like foreign to me.
Yeah,
That
they're doing
doesn't even-
lunges, not touching the dumbbells.
That doesn't even populate on my Instagram.
Mine either.
Even though I follow some of them, it doesn't even populate. And I went to Sarah Sigmund daughter's Instagram account. I can't even tell she's doing the semifinals. Not really. I just like, damn, your body looks good. You prepping for something?
Hey, is that bad that if we like cover it pretty closely, I feel like, and we don't know?
Yeah,
Should we know?
Yeah. Yes. I only know what I see in the thread. Like everyone's like, do you see the thread today? It's like 1452, 1739, 15 reps, 18 reps. So and so doesn't have a video. Oh, I'm like, oh, God, I don't even know exact. I don't know. I just know. I don't even know. Bryson's like, I'm fitter than that guy, and I just type in, no, you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, yep.
And sometimes people are like, hey, do you pretend like you don't know what's going on? I'm like, sometimes, but sometimes I really don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sometimes you don't gotta pretend, you know?
Yeah.
It's just legit.
I have no idea. I'll ask you something that's in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
And some
Cost to acquire a customer or something like that?
No, not that. Bailey Martin, one of my favorite. Bailey Martin athlete. What a great shot, right? Doesn't this looks AI, doesn't it? But it's not. But doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Like for sure the way the background and stuff looks too, right?
Yeah, the colorings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He calls these the world's fastest thrusters. What do you think?
Yeah, looks pretty good to me. It looks like the elbow could be a little soft, but I bet you if you slowed it down, he's locking out.
Might be time to try Fran.
I don't know why. It's completely necessary, but the way that it's cleaned right here just bugs me.
What's cleaned?
That.
Oh.
Like, I get it. Would also do it if I was fast and fit, makes sense, but I don't know why. I just don't like the way it looks.
Hey, is that his twin back there?
Also, I keep looking at Tia in the comment, that gift of her giving the thumbs up. Oh, yeah. Maybe it is AI. Maybe it's double Bailey Martins back there.
Yeah, what the fuck is going? Oh,
Training. Oh, here you go. We got someone to save us
is
now.
that AI?
No,
Watch
it's
when the
not
dude-
AI.
Wait, watch when the dude goes to a handstand. Oh,
No, that's real. Looks like, is that Royce Dunt?
Looks like Royce, but
Yeah.
Oh, to Tyler, hi. Hey, Tyler, hi. Good to have you. Hey, are these fast? These thrusters? Watch how he does his clean. It really bugs Souza.
I don't know why, but I just dislike that.
I don't mind the thrusters are hella fast. The I don't mind
Faster
the
than
cheater
Mikos?
clean.
Faster than Mikos, Halos?
I would say pretty close.
In the thruster looks legit, right? And the
Yeah.
lockout looks soft, but I don't think it's soft. I think he's just quick.
I'm not jumpy, am I?
No.
Visually? Okay.
No, why'd you have too much coffee?
No, that I'm worried I ain't restarted my computer in like 2 days and it freaks out if I don't.
Hey, remind me to tell you something after the show, Tyler.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's not really that exciting, but you'll relate to it.
You better make the story better then.
You're
Beef
gonna
it up a
relate.
little bit.
You're gonna relate to it so deeply it doesn't even have to be good. So how's Bailey Martin going to the games? Anyone know? Souza.
Viatorium Pro. Viatorium Pro.
He's
You
got-
know how I know that?
How?
Because Rios will probably be covering him at Torium Pro.
Oh,
And Luke DeJean.
So he's sandbagging in affiliate so that he has to qualify.
and Gracie Walton too. So we're gonna have a little road to the games doc with a couple of those guys from Torium Pro.
how about Georgia Pryor?
Never heard of her.
She's not going to the games, or she's not Australian.
I don't think she'll go to the games. She's not a lock to go to the games, but if Grace or somebody else make it out in affiliate semifinals, she could make it.
What is 40 kg? That's 2.2 times 40.
Yeah, 2.2. So
88
double
pounds?
40,
90
88
pounds?
pounds. Yeah.
Is that what that dumbbell weighs?
Yeah,
Man, she looks tiny.
she does look tiny.
Yeah, she's not huge.
Athletic though, and get hit in the head with
This
that
is a
dumbbell.
great video, dude. Damn, dude.
This is what my doing.
Sandbag over the bar looked like last week.
This is what me doing the semifinal event looked like. Just constant dropping.
Hey, dude, that snatch right there with her left hand is pretty impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if she is left-handed. Hey, what did
Has
she
to
do?
be.
What did she do to warm up to that? It looks like there's only a 50 back there.
Dude, I'd hit every 10 on the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just wait. When you get another 10 years, it'll be every 5. And then eventually, I guess when you're 70, it's kind of sad because part of me wants to be like, damn, this is so impressive. And part of me is like, hey, you're never going to the games.
She's a machine, though, dude. She's a fighter. I don't know how she got to the games last year, but we'll see, dude.
Hey,
I don't want to doubt her. She's
it's
a
hard.
fee.
The thing is like this chick is truly petite. She's like a petite girl with a fucking dump truck on her, but she's petite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like Fusile. Fusile's petite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, is this chick fitter than Fusile on a one-on-one? Does she beat Fusile?
Ooh.
Good question.
Fusile?
I think across the broad test of the games,
Broad time and modal domains.
yes, I would say she is fitter than Fuseli. But
Are there any other petite athletes? Are there any other petite females?
well, how do you feel about Fee?
That's what I was gonna say. Fee.
I mean, she's stacked now, dude.
She's
Her
a
hips
I don't
are
know. I can't
wider.
really tell. Yeah.
Her hips are much wider than Georgia's here.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
she's petite, but she's just built a
She,
little better to squat.
like when I think of like Kerstetter or Trista Smith or I don't think of them as petite. You know what I
No.
mean? At
No.
all.
Trista will fool you though.
Who?
Trista, she's not a big girl.
Trista Smith?
Yeah.
Was she short, right?
Yeah, she's short and like I just don't she's not very big if you really look at her frame.
Like this girl here, Georgia Pryor, looks like if you had her fast for 60 or 30 days, you know, just like she would turn into just a fucking like a chopstick. Do you know what I mean? Like she looks like she's worked for every ounce of thickness she's got on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trista's like if you made a Ford Ranger also a dually.
We're gonna get in trouble for going down this road. Just to talk about which girls are petite and which not. I'm trying to think. I don't think if Katrin, David's daughter, was petite.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Okay, so petite to me, let's define petite.
Yeah.
Mal O'Brien is a pretty good example. Petite. Small frame.
Or I don't even know if petite. How about Tia? Is Tia petite?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
she's
crazy.
got meat slabs.
That's crazy.
Jacqueline Dahlstrom. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say whatever John puts in the comments. So.
Oh, one of your new favorite athletes, Rebecca Vidison. Petite but tall.
No.
Christina Ramo.
Oh, maybe.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's interesting. Now you got
Keep
me.
it
Now you got
coming.
me. What about Abigail Domit?
Ooh.
Yeah, but she's like taller, so it's different. Claudia Gluck.
I don't even know. I can't even picture Claudia Gluck.
She just
Oh yeah, that Helga Doder chick is petite. There we go.
30.
Bailey
Never
Rail.
know.
Bailey Rail was petite.
Yeah.
Oh, 30. Maybe it's a 30 Helga Doder. Oh, Lydia Fish is petite.
Oh, Lydia Fish. Yeah, I mean John called her booster seat.
Boosters.
Yeah, Domit's kind of huge. I agree. I don't think Domin is petite at all. Yeah, that's
She's
interesting.
That's
Andrea
interesting. That's
Ager?
interesting about Tia. That's interesting about Tia. You think at some point Tia could have been a spinner?
I think she was always such an athlete.
You don't think she ever weighed like 106 pounds?
Like because you put Georgia in that category, right?
I was just thinking of
She's
Fuseli. I just think of Fuseli and this chick. No. Who's the other one we talked about? Oh yeah, Georgia. Fuseli and Georgia.
Yeah.
When I think of the two of them, Fuseli is just tiny, like
Yeah.
tiny.
Mhm.
Like if I think you're tiny, you're tiny.
Mm-hmm. I think that Tia, like, she was on like the upper end of that level, and then like when she just started getting muscular, she visually left that. But I think her frame is still not a big frame. Like it's really impressive what she's able to do with her frame.
Tia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Matt, like, so okay for
Like
everybody
Colton's
who's
not petite. Colton's not petite.
yeah.
Are there any
Right.
petite men? Is there?
Well,
is there a
okay,
petite-
so Frazier is a petite man.
No.
Yes, dude. His frame's tiny.
Am
So
I a
for
petite-
everybody
am I a
freaking out
petite
because
man?
we're
Am I
talking
a
about
petite man?
females, let's go on males
No.
right now. No,
No, you got a wide frame.
Rios is a petite man. If his
Rios?
shoulders
Like this.
weren't so big,
Rios, I'm sorry. Is Ibarra a petite man?
no,
No,
too wide.
He's not a lady man? Could,
No.
could Ibarra be a woman?
If he wants to.
I'm trying to think.
No, I'm saying could he have been a woman?
Cody Anderson,
Oh.
petite.
Yeah,
Okay, I see that.
Chris Spieler,
All right.
Petite.
small frame. Josh Bridges,
Hunter McIntyre.
ah, tall petite.
Tall, petite.
Hunter McIntyre's petite.
Yeah, dude, his
Dude.
waist is like this big around. You couldn't have no babies
Oh.
with them hips, Hunter.
Oh,
Well, where's the size 28 jeans, dude?
he's still shopping at Abercrombie for kids.
Yeah.
all these crazy PRs. Taylor Williamson. She was on the Mayhem team and she bangs the dude who runs Proven now. Nick Johnston. You know who this chick is? She was on.
Yes.
Okay. I guess this is what I take a day off work to do. Yesterday with the 300-pound front squat, an all-time PR. And then
Damn.
she ran a mile in 6:08, and then did a 10-mile trail run.
Wow.
No audio. Oh, I do have audio on this one.
What's the model number of the Terminator?
T90 or something like that?
T90. That's what she is. to me.
T9000.
Yeah, she's.
What the?
Damn.
Dude, what the?
That's gnarly.
Dude, she looks younger than she did 2 years ago.
I wish she would do grid.
Yeah, she does, huh?
Yeah, she's reverse aging.
T900. Thank you, John.
Yeah, T900. She's the T1000 new model.
So this is a lot for a girl, 300 front squat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a lot for a guy.
Yeah. It might be my PR. Might not. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, who knows?
My PR is somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Just under.
And this is her husband. This is the dude who runs Proven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick with no K.
Nick's a good dude.
Yeah, why is she doing this? She's just doing this to stay in shape, or what's she doing? Teams or she going to the
She
games?
just likes training hard, dude. Like she's one of those weird ones that just like I like training a lot.
You'd have to be on Rich's team, especially in
Yeah.
those early days. Like those guys. I mean, when we did the Kill Taylor show, that was Rich's third workout of the day, and then he like did another workout later.
She needs kids. Does this chick have kids?
No.
Oh,
Dogs.
look how nice her house is.
Look at
Yeah,
that
you
corgi
got
back
kids.
in the background.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
dog and a
she got
cat. You got a
kids.
dog and a cat, and your house is all clean like that.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at that,
you-
dude. There's
yeah,
shit
you
on
need-
the floor.
What a life. A cat, a dog, and a hair rubber band. All right, so she's strong. She's still in the game. She
Yeah,
can do
man.
masters or something like that.
I don't know. Like I said, I wish she would do grid because like she's such a like she has those moments that are like shooting star moments. So you're just like, there's no female able to do this. And grid highlights that kind of thing. She would just be fantastic to watch on a grid.
Tyler, I
course.
want to have an honest conversation with you.
We have to like grid now because John's doing it. So next question.
World Strongman, no testing.
Drug testing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Right? There isn't. There's no
They
testing.
say they do.
Are you sure? I don't think they say they do. I think it's a do they?
Untested. I think that they do test, but it's like, hey, might be somebody show up.
Drug test.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone should know that everything that we say on this show, the disclaimer that you hear at the front of the Spin Show, it's the same for this one. Everything's just comedy and satire. If you take anything we say seriously on the show, you're a fucking idiot. Thank you. World Strong Man drug testing. Do they drug test for World Strong Man? World Strongest Man. Our
That's how I
World
think
Strongest Man
so.
drug tested. This compulsory procedure carried out by our on-site medical staff includes echocardiograms, cardiac MRIs where necessary, as well as routine urine tests to detect the use of certain illegal substances. Wow.
Told you.
What?
Told you.
Strongman
What?
doesn't even pretend to test.
Wait,
Says Quack.
Why do they test? What sports don't they test? Oh,
The new Olympics.
yeah, or ADCC, the Abu Dhabi Combat Challenge.
Oh yeah, the
The
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu league, they don't test. Anyway, my point is could she really be that good? Grid doesn't test, right?
I think they do test.
Oh, they test too?
Oh, that's dumb.
Oh. Yeah, that's-
Boo.
I didn't think they tested. Okay. I just assumed that and I don't mean this as anything negative or pejorative. If a competition isn't testing, then go for it. Then all the people who want to do drugs should be attracted to that sport. You know what I mean?
Grid's on that line where it's like, hey, you could just not test, and it would be everybody would be like, cool, like whatever.
People at Grid wouldn't care. You don't think?
No, I don't think so.
John,
I mean, somebody would get pissed.
They need to track their heart rate and know what roids they are on to help the fastest when someone goes down.
It's like a medical disclaimer.
Is that true, or is that supposed
I can't
to
be like,
So
oh,
they're
I'm
on-
on amphetamine, so if I go down, please. I'm on fentanyl, so have the Narcan handy.
Right.
Oh yeah, so this is interesting. Sally Anderson, most powerlifting is non-tested unless you enter a tested division. So isn't that funny? They have it backwards. Like that
Right.
drug. They have it. The special people are the ones who aren't on drugs.
They started untested, and then people were bitching. They were like, "Fine, you guys can have your own tested league. I
You're on
guess,
your own
whatever."
special division. Yeah, you get and kind of in that sport. That means that the trannies are the privileged ones.
Wow.
They're,
full
they're,
Verso.
they're the preferred class.
I'm with Sean on this. All testing is irrelevant. I agree.
You are.
What does that mean?
I just don't think it matters. I mean, you could skeet it. If you have enough money, you'll find compounds that they're not testing for. You know how to get your
Skeet it.
cycles, get your doctors in order. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't matter.
Yeah, you mean it's an IQ test, so it's irrelevant.
I mean, literally, like every rule is there to be broken, right? So they'll
Somebody
find a way around
commented,
it. Competition.
somebody commented that about the trans thing that Spin posted the other day. Like, I can't believe everybody's getting all upset about a trans person when obviously all of these athletes are on steroids. And I was like, I went to engage and I was like, nope, too dumb to engage. But it's either like I've always sat on either most of them are not doing it or all of them are doing it and they're just all very smart. But like, I'm just hard pressed to believe like somebody like Brandon Luckett is doing drugs.
Guilty.
He's the first one on my list. I agree with you. I think that, I mean, we've said it on the show a bunch of times. I think you'd be surprised by the amount of people who do it. And I think you'd probably be surprised by the people who don't. But at the same time, we know it's pretty prevalent regardless. And we know that they get through the testing, no problem. And we know that I think a lot of the testing is there to show that they're like, hey, we're doing the best we can. And they probably are. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying, like, I just don't think it's relevant. I think people know how to get around it. I think that it's a cop and robber thing. So their technology is always advancing. So you always have a way to find a way around or find a loophole. You know,
My buddy,
I think if you're demanding your wife tell the world you're loyal on YouTube,
On YouTube.
that you're cheating. Hey, dude, it's so crazy.
it's one of those, if you have to ask, then you already know the answer.
It's so. Hey, I want to do a poll today on Kill Taylor. Would you rather have your husband cheat on you, or would you rather have your husband cheat on you, or a stranger on the internet call you ugly? You see what I'm doing there? John called a stranger he doesn't even know on the internet ugly. Someone who everyone knows is ugly. Like there's no, like, even that person's mom thinks they're ugly. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I hear you. But strong woman is the closest thing you can get to objective realities and still be in the subjective when you call them ugly. It just is.
You mean when I asked my mom if I was fat and I wasn't really just healthy? That's what you're telling me?
I mean, it just is what it is. Like, no one, it just is. And it's okay if I'm not saying that you can't be attracted to fat, ugly chicks. You can be. Like, you could be, that could be your thing, but
Yeah,
you still know they're fat and ugly. You're not like, you know what I mean?
Where's Ortega at?
Yeah. So
Sorry, Ortega.
so all these people lash out at John. I know I'm stating the obvious, and yet the guy, you have to put it in context. The guy who defended these women was fucking cheating on his wife with his wife's best friend. Like, all you people should come back and say, sorry, John. And now that's why I want to say, and even what he did's not a big deal if your wife's dying of cancer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, yo.
Right. I mean, John, yes, because obviously that, I mean, but it's just like, it's just justice got served. Right. But I think more so Luke dude.
Oh, crazy.
Because in that clip, in that video that you played, he goes, oh, well, when Luke and I walk around the mall, we're doing there. I'm just not afraid. You know, like nothing's going to happen. So, like, obviously they were good enough friends for him to talk about it like that. And then he threw his buddy under the bus for doing the same shit he was doing too. Like John aside, that's just like I said, he's just totally like disassociated from reality.
I would
Like,
never
in his
bail on
mind.
I would never bail on a friend if he cheated on his wife. Never.
Dude, they
I
were
was
like two of the
never.
same dudes doing it at the same. It's crazy.
Ever.
I was thinking about that because, like,
Ever.
my uncle, somebody that I know, somebody's related to me.
Retake.
He does a bit of running around, and he got caught, and he was doing it for years, and it was like, okay, like we all already knew, but it's like it came out. But it's like, hey, dude,
The chick always knows last.
I think they knew for a long time. It's just it got to a level. But anyway, it was a shitty thing, yeah. But it's like you're still like my family. I've still got you. I will also say, like, yeah, you kind of fucked up. I will also understand all of the reasons in which why he did what he did. That's the thing that's not coming to light about Mitchell is like we have no idea what their relationship was like. Do we know that she was not an absolute asshole? I'm not saying that justifies the cheating, but it gives a little bit more depth to what's going on, right? There's
You're
always
a drug addict. If you're married to a drug addict and his drug is testosterone, he's fucking a lot.
Dudes, chicks, don't matter.
Luke.
I mean,
Luke, it's going down.
I'm just saying. It's like
Hey, let me ask you this.
Dave Lipson can tell Camille all he wants that he's taking that Cialis to get a pump.
He just so happens to take it when Hiller's
But if he's
around,
on that,
whatever.
but if he's taking that when Hiller's over, I think it's fair to suspect that he fucked Hiller in the ass or Hiller fucked him in the ass.
You think
just
Hiller
saying.
was like taking it and was like, all right,
Honey, I'm gonna pop 2 Cialis and drive down to the gas station. I'll be right back. What are you doing at the gas station? Just fill up the tank? No.
It's pumping something.
Husband's going to the truck stop, get a Thai massage.
Little glory hole action. Hey, standing by your uncle in the situation, right? So what happens hypothetically if you have a family member,
not his uncle,
a guy who's related to, may be related to me?
Is not my uncle. Definitely not. That carjacked somebody and it happened to be an older lady. They hit her in the head with a rock and then stole her car.
I would be disgusted.
That's
the limit? Way worse than cheating.
The limit?
That's way worse than cheating.
Here comes your favorite word. There are boundaries.
Okay. Yeah. So that's unforgivable. A carjacking?
No. Why? Why did it happen?
Well, it was running from the police during the prescription drug store that was robbed.
Hypothetically?
No, like committed. And
shit.
And was running away from the pharmacy that all the OxyContin was just stolen out of, and had to switch out cars because the cops knew the car that alleged person was in.
I'll tell you how it works. When you accept someone, you have to realize that if they do it to you or for you, they'll do it to you. So if someone lies for you, you have to know that they'll lie to you. If someone hits someone else with a rock to steal their car, you have to accept the fact that they could also possibly do that to you. That's the threshold. We live with so many stupid people who don't realize that's the game. That's why people always say when you go out with someone, if they treat the waitress or waiter like shit, like, you're next. Like someone who doesn't treat everyone like human beings. So if you got a motherfucker that's loose enough that he'll hit an old lady with a rock in the head, you got to be like, am I okay with him doing that to me? Like, I'm okay with people lying to me. What?
I said, did you hear the context, though? It's a pretty extreme situation.
Because he's running from the cops after he robbed the drugstore. By the way, Susan's telling a true story. Of someone in his life, he has to.
I think, like, I've had friends who are, like, drug addicts and stuff, and, like, they can come over to the house, but, like, you're on alert while they're on that.
Oh, yeah, they steal your shit.
The responsibility is still on you. Now, I think there is definitely a point where it's just, like, you have to cut people off.
Too much shit's getting stolen. Too much shit in your house.
But like a portion of that's on you. But like in the case of your uncle or whatever, like at least with this hypothetical person.
Thank you.
it is important to keep those people around, I think, for me. And so you need to work on that, try to be there for them if you can. And then, do you forgive them? It's like, to me, I'm like, dude, you fucked up. There's nothing to forgive. You didn't do me wrong.
Speaking of drug addicts, I say that you didn't do. Yeah. Well, what if they do you wrong? What if your uncle steals your bike and Ben, you're not a drug addict? I'm just joking. That was a joke.
But what about points a gun at you?
Oh no, I'm done.
A loaded gun.
I'm done. I'm not doing that.
So you guys just aren't as forgiving as some.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
I
had a housemate take our rent money
Depends.
once and spend it and buy meth. We all gave him the house money. And all the other housemates were mad at him. And I went out with him. And I'm like, and we went and got stoned. And I'm like, dude, how did you do that? He's like, dude, I'm addicted to meth. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, I hear you.
Honest meth addict.
But dude, if you felt like you were going to do that, you should have told me to collect the rent money. He's like, I thought I could do it. And then I had all that money and I just bought meth.
Oh man.
I'm like, God damn.
You know what? I'd probably remain friends with him because he was honest about it.
Yeah,
he didn't lie.
Well, I just thought, what's the benefit of not being friends with him? He still lives in our house. He's still like
right.
I had friends steal my bike and be nodding off on the couch when I come home on heroin. I'm like, where's my bike? They're like, hey, so they're just fucking heads nodding on the couch. I'm like, geez.
Over there bobbing.
Ben Smith sets another PR, 565 deadlift last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
565 for Ben Smith. Then participating this year because that's what a CrossFitter does. I also really like the workout. Set a new PR on Heavy Isabel today by over a minute.
That's crazy. Ben and Rich for president.
Man. Testament to the fitness, huh? Or to the protocol. Get older and just get fitter.
Dude, I will say doing the semifinals events, #regionals, has been like, I'm not a semifinal athlete, but I'm able to do some of these workouts. And it's like, people should try to do these if they can. It's a humbling experience. It makes me realize like why doing the open RX instead of doing it scaled is so important. Because like I had to do the overhead lunge workout, right? And I had to just sit there and struggle with those 70s overhead. I'm terrible. I have terrible overhead range of motion.
You didn't lower it?
No.
Damn.
And I have not been in a workout. Like I have all of the skills and like can generally do everything at capacity most of the time, but I've not had a movement where I just have to sit there and I know I can do it, but I have to really focus and really engage and then do 2 steps and fail and then pick them back up and do it again. Like,
do you injure yourself when you do that?
No.
Oh.
I know my lines now.
Oh. God, that sounds terrifying. 270s overhead.
Yeah.
While lunging.
I know I'm strong enough to handle it. It's just a range of motion issue. And so, but it's been a great experience in that, like, we don't get humbled like that as people who have done the sport for a long time. And so fucking do semifinals. They should have like just put out scaled semifinals workouts for like open level competitors just to have people participate.
You don't think your average ding dong can scale it on their own?
No. That's why we have CrossFit coaches.
55 plus is scale of individuals. Sevon will kill it in a couple years. I don't know. At the rate I'm getting old, I don't know what's going to happen. Might be in a wheelchair.
Just in that chair with the mic attached to it.
Yeah.
We just stream you in real life all day.
We wheel you in.
Around. Just cruising around.
So Dallin Pepper's finally growing up.
Is he?
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. He got a the happiest day of my life. Oh, I have no audio again.
Oh, that's so weird.
Some clips I get it, some I don't.
Just translate for us.
Dallin had this copyrighted.
Basically,
gym?
Yeah, what's crazy is all I want to know is how much is it, what is it, who paid for it, and I hope you didn't pay a dime, and I can't wait to see it.
I could probably tell you what it is.
You put your X-ray glasses on, Susan?
Yeah. I think it's barbell. It's probably some weights. There might be some dumbbells in there. We might see a kettlebell.
Okay.
Is there anything long enough for rig parts? Let it play a little bit more.
There's the rig over
Yeah,
there.
there we go. We got some rig parts. That might be a rower.
In the big box in the
Couple
back,
of
you think that might be a
barbells.
rower? Oh, you
Yeah, a
think that's
rower
how
or an echo bike.
that's
Dude.
how Rogue ships their rower, I bet.
So is he sponsored by Rogue now?
I don't know, but it looks like he's got a house. That means he bought a house too, right? Like you don't.
Yeah, for sure. He bought a house.
So he's gonna start training at his house now, a little bit at least.
So that's
Right.
Florida. That's like is that where they're at? Florida, Jacksonville, Jackson Hole,
Jacksonville.
affects his training. Is that going to change stuff? Look what happened to
Well-
Justin Medeiros when he moved.
I made this point to Hiller. I was doing this Metcon, and I did it with my brother-in-law, and I would have like just stopped or been like, "That's enough" at some point. But I kept going because I was like, "Well, let me try to get like another round ahead," or I just kept pushing because he kept going too, right? And training alone is a struggle, and the athletes that we see that train alone most of the time, I think have dipped out of the sport. Those are the ones that you're seeing, like Amanda Barnhart, this whole like I can't do CrossFit anymore because it hurt my body type stuff, right? But the
Ariel Lowen, doesn't she train? I mean, she's got that one dude, but she trains alone, I'd say.
But the athletes who you've seen who've continued to train with other people are still doing it. Rich still does it. Like he changes stuff and does stuff, but he still does CrossFit. And so I made the point to Hiller. I was like, CrossFit was never meant to be done alone. And I think a lot of the problems that you're seeing in the sport and in the community right now is that people are doing CrossFit alone. The first thing we did was find other people.
You're saying that they get lonely, or their pacing's off, or that they don't have the motivation, or that they're
there's something so if you suffer with other humans, it's like a transcendent experience every single time. But if you do that alone, it's hard to hit that alone all of the time. You start just questioning yourself. I'm not going fast enough. You start, it's a lot more negative. You do that for years.
Just put on Fox News. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's motivating. It reminds me of that, was it like an old article, a journal article or whatever, that it was like talking about somebody who was rowing and was saying like the accountability of another person or just somebody else in the room, and then cited like I was slowing down on my row, but then my dog came over and looked over at the monitor, so I just started rowing faster. And I think it was like the running joke. But yeah, I here's what I think. If you were to have the in your house like garage, to me that is like, that's where you go to fine tune. You're doing all your accessory work there. You're doing strength work there. You're doing rehab, prehab stuff. You might be getting in some conditioning, some better active recovery type things. And I think for athletes that are really in it for the long term, like Dallin and these guys who have a long career, they're going to be at the top of the sport for a while. I think it's important for them to have both switches, because you need to have that off switch, because we saw what happened with Tasia out in Mayhem years back. It's like she started having adrenal gland problems and all that other type of shit.
What caused that?
You motherfuckers are about to start getting booted. This fucking chat needs to chill the fuck out. What happened to you, Standy? You used to be fucking cool. Now you guys are just entitled little bitches.
What are they doing?
Wait, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what Sousa said. Hey, wait, I don't ever believe that adrenal gland failure shit.
No, that's real.
Josh Everett used to say that too. Like what you just worked out so much you ran out of juice. It's like like some cars take a special gas. It's like you got a little special gas somewhere and they ran out of theirs.
It's just hard to do it like that much all the time.
It's like running your car too hot for too long, and then your transmission just blows. Like you can't switch into the gears anymore. You've eaten the gears up.
Oh shit! David Weed was banned.
I'm serious. I'm ruling this shit with an iron fist. Get in fucking line, children.
What are they doing? Get out of here! I don't know what's going on, but I'm ready to fight.
But Tyler, you know how that's people will say that's just in the brain chemistry, and like that's just a line that like there is no such thing, I guess, as brain chemistry. Have you heard that?
No.
Like people will be like, hey, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. It's like there's no such thing as a chemical imbalance in the brain.
Because you can't observe it.
Is adrenal like the same thing, or is there really like a little tank? Is it like windshield wiper? Is that one real? Like you can look inside the windshield wiper fluid and be like, yep, you're out.
Whether it's driven because, so let's talk about Jason, right? Jason didn't experience, I don't think he experienced adrenal fatigue. So
Jason who?
Hopper.
Oh.
While he was at HWPO. But it seemed like something in here broke, or in here, like his psyche or his heart or whatever. And then I think there is a cascade of chemical reactions, serotonin levels, all that stuff that starts to happen. You just can't go. That's why I sent that stuff about the lobsters.
Oh.
Right? If you start
Mhm.
losing, you're gonna
I
continue
thought you were
to
gonna
lose.
say that's why you sent the Hitler video yesterday.
No.
I played that shit for my wife. She goes, "Is that real?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Hey, when you said that back to the chat, and I was like, "Oh, I definitely didn't look into that too," and almost played that same exact clip.
Yeah, I would play that clip if someone could prove it's real. Like, I just need to see. I don't need a lot of proof. I just need AI being like, I mean, dude, Hitler was huge into organic food and cancer cure. I mean, huge proponent, massive resources put into finding a cure for cancer and organic foods.
I don't even care.
Killing the
if it's
Jews
real.
part just kind of fucked all that up a little bit. And just the way he killed them. The way he killed them.
Somebody, I think it's like
It's
Tim
okay
Dillon or
to drop
somebody.
a bomb on 500,000 Chinese people and or Japanese people and kill them all at once, but to pull people out of their house and drag them somewhere and gas them starts to get. I don't know why it's different.
At least have the decency of surprise.
Can you forgive him though?
I can. I can. How could you? Hey, if you exist, you got to forgive everything that came before you. You're on its back.
True.
I love everything that came before me, and I hope to learn from it. But I'm sitting, dude. We're sitting on all those monsters' back.
All of it.
All of humanity sits on the back of the biggest fucking disgustoids ever, right?
Especially Genghis Khan.
Was he bad?
Dude. And he pretty much invented the modern world
And he's Asian?
through rape, pillage, and freaking
You know what
destruction.
he did?
I didn't know that Asians were tip of the spear ruthless fucks.
Oh, bro,
Oh,
Genghis Khan.
Genghis
dude.
was friggin- But you know what
Genghis
he
Khan,
did?
bro.
When he would take over an area, he would instill the women to run that area. He was one of the first to like start using women as leaders. And so it's like these people aren't always all bad.
I don't know. Having women as leaders is pretty stupid. I'm not saying that tongue in cheek. It's dumb. It's not to say that there's not exceptions for it, but you know, Maria Sanchez should always be running the cleaning service business, you know, or Juanita Lopez should be in charge of cleaning at the local Hilton. That's leadership. But
Well, is that so much that she should be doing that, or if a guy did it, they would be terrible at it?
yeah, all of it. They're just some dudes aren't equipped. It's like I'm starting to think that women make good pimps too.
Yeah, dude, aren't they always in charge of all the brothels, like the hardcore ones?
Yeah, I'm starting to think
like
women.
There's an HBO show.
Chief financial officer, you want a bitch? You chief financial officer. Great job for a woman.
You think?
Don't you think?
I'm
No?
more like HR.
HR too. Just anywhere you need a bitch. What? You don't agree with me?
I love when I don't give him anything
Yeah.
back. He keeps going.
Yeah, come on.
You need a bitch, you know?
Right? Right,
Yeah,
guys?
if you're running a soup kitchen, you know what I mean? Fill it with women.
Like if you're gonna run, a woman could lead a company that does lotion for babies that's supposed to be organic and healthy, but a few years after it's exploded, you find out there's lead in it. It's been killing babies. That's what. Mike McCaskey, Genghis Khan is estimated to have over 16 million male descendants today, carrying his Y chromosome. 2003 study identified a Y chromosome lineage present in about 8% of men across Asia.
Oh, look, David's off his timeout. Behave, little bitch. I'll come over there and fuck you up some more.
He got out? How do you escape?
I only put it for a minute. I just put him on a little timeout. Just gave that hoe a little. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know you could do it for time limits. When I banned PC from spin, I didn't know how to unban him.
Daddy didn't mean to hurt you, David. It's all right. You know you're one of my favorite girls, okay?
Just a spanking.
You just stay out there hoeing, all right? You just upset me. That makes me hurt you, David. I don't want to hurt you, David, but you get me all worked up.
You made him do it, David.
I felt like I was
don't-
really listening to an audiobook, or I was seeing a live performance right there on the play. That was good, Susan. This is incredible. I have we seen this before? This seems like such a duh. And what a great find by Andrew Hiller, but what a stud Ricky is. Have we seen this before?
No,
Just straight gorilla.
dude, that's freaking crazy.
That's
You're him.
savage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I would have when he said you're him and he says Caesar. I mean, I like this, but I think he should have made it more blasphemous. He should have made it like Jesus.
Look at this.
You know what I mean? When he says you are him, they should have like it panned to like Jesus. Like Ricky's the one. Fitness Jesus.
Dude, if his like celebration was him like skulking around like a monkey, that would be so cool.
Hey, so that's new that we haven't ever seen an athlete do a burpee like that.
I mean, you see it from time to time. I think they do that in grid.
Oh yeah, look at.
Sorry
oh,
to
yeah,
bring up
someone-
grid again.
No. I
Oh.
like grid. I'm good with grid.
With
I'm
the
good with
speed.
But you've never seen that in a CrossFit workout because people don't generally like.
Is he going to catch shit for that, for like an uncommon rule or uncommon movement clause, or no?
Not the uncommon movement clause.
Go. Let me hear why you don't like that. That's
Chest
just a
or
catch-all. That's just a
butterfly-
catch-all.
Butterfly pull-ups would not exist if we had the uncommon movement clause at the time.
Okay, fair.
It kills innovation. It's the stupidest fucking rule.
But what about the drop and then recatch the bar type deal or whatever?
Drop and recatch the bar.
You know, that one dude from Every Second Counts where he was like, he like did his
Oh,
his whatever.
yeah.
And he'd be like, drop it. And
You
bounce
drop
to his
when
hip,
you're
and he would,
cycling
like,
squat cleans, and you drop and you
Oh, you bounce
and you
it
drop it and
creep
bounce and
under
get
it?
under it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely limits to it. I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense, but like you have to. I would prefer to leave it open, let people break the rule, and be like, "Hey, what don't we like about this?" As opposed to, "How can we stifle all innovation in CrossFit?"
How about grabbing your toe on a burpee?
on a burpee, a pistol.
On a pistol.
I was like,
Wait till I tell you what I did this morning, Tyler. Everything's gonna make sense to you soon. What I can't wait to tell you.
all will be revealed.
What about that? There's some places where it says you can't do that. I never understood that. Why you can't grab your foot? Like, why not let people grab their foot?
I
when they
mean,
do a
I
burpee?
understand
Pistol.
because I guess I don't really understand because
That one is so stupid.
that one's dumb because it's like it's not like you're not doing the work with the other leg. It's just you have to keep one leg up. Now, I guess it's like you're not working as hard with your hip flexors on the other side to keep your leg up. But it's like, I don't know that. What is the intent? The question is never asked what the intent of the movement is. If the intent of the movement is to fatigue one side of the leg or the other, then it's fine. I don't like that rule.
Hey, the intent of the burpee is
To
to
breathe hard.
lower your mass to the lowest possible part. It's a calisthenic, and then at the top, take your center of mass to the highest possible part. This is not accomplishing that.
The burpee over bar is not accomplishing the intent of the burpee.
Okay,
Two different movements.
I like that. Damn, he is a hoss, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that doesn't look crazy until you go try it. Then you know what I mean.
Then
Yeah,
your heart
Wait a
rate's
second.
3,000.
yeah, dude, do like 15 of them like that as quick as you can, and you're smoked at the end of it.
Dude, most people will realize they don't have the athleticism to jump over the bar and land and catch themselves without breaking their wrist or their fucking back or something.
How would you even make a rule to stop this? There's nothing wrong with this movement.
No, I mean he's getting over the bar to complete the rep and laying all the way down on the floor on the other side.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't.
Hey, so do you like that?
Yes.
I don't outside of Ricky doing that. do you I mean, just imagine the bar's not there and you just saw someone doing that and you're like, what's that person doing? You're like, they're exercising.
Well, if I saw somebody do that in a gym, I'd be like, look at this idiot. He's going to do it
Yeah, that
for a
Fucking
round.
circus act.
well, that's what I mean. What if you just saw someone doing that movement but not over a bar? The bar, like, just going back and forth, jumping and throwing themselves. Wouldn't you think that that was weird? Like, don't you see how strangers now think we're fucking batshit crazy as CrossFitters?
100%.
Yeah.
That's one of those things. Like, someone needs to have AI remove all of that, and I bet you it looks like he's having a seizure.
Just like
remove the bar.
put him in a living room without the barbell, and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Call it something else, just not a burpee. And by the way, this isn't a dig at Ricky. I love it. I'm glad he did it. It's innovative. It's cool. It's explosive. We know it's hard as shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's athletic. But it looks like he looks like some sort of lizard that the ground's hot. He's jumping from one spot to the other.
Mm-hmm. It looks fun.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those videos when like somebody's trying to trash CrossFit. They pull it up and like, look at these idiots.
Yeah.
If
It's
I
like,
could,
yeah, without context, it looks stupid.
if I could do that, it would take me 20 minutes to warm up to do 3.
If I could do that, it would take me 20 minutes to recover.
Yeah, that too. My homeboy, this is a crazy story. I absolutely love Rob Orlando. Known Rob forever. Originally, when I heard about Rob, I flew out to his I drove to his house from California all the way out to Massachusetts. Because we didn't believe that there was really a guy out there putting up the numbers he was putting up. We're like, wait a minute. There's no one who can run and jump and do Fran and do all and have all these heavy lifts and all these times. Life can be changed in an instant. Mine took a major detour just 3 months before my 50th birthday. And just one day after I set a personal best on the powerlifting total on Sunday, January 19th, I squatted 550, benched 370, and deadlifted 605, totaling 1,525 pounds. The next day, on January 20th, I was officially diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in my lower jaw and lymph nodes in the neck. I've dedicated my entire life to healthy living, and somehow I managed to get an aggressive cancer, which required an equally aggressive treatment. On February 13th, at a body weight of 217, I walked into the cancer center at Yale and underwent a 13-hour surgery carried out by a team of 4 specialists. A large section of my lower jaw was removed, bone from my fibula was harvested and grafted into my mouth, along with a few different skin grafts to cover it all up. 6 days later, I was rolled out of the hospital to convalescence at home. The surgical team had done an amazing job of putting me back together, but there was still much rehab to be done. I had and still have no feelings in my left foot. My ankle mobility was near zero. I have numbness and paralysis in the lower right part of my face and nerve damage in my right trap and shoulder. The subsequent swelling in my face was nothing short of extraordinary. 3 weeks of no physical activity was not good for my mental state, so I begged the surgical team to let me go back to the gym. Thankfully, they agreed and said I could begin rebuilding what has broken. The only logical starting point was to get back under a bar and squat empty barbell to a box at first. This required tons of daily ankle mobility exercise, and I also had to trust that I'd be able to squat without feeling my left foot. 6 weeks after the surgery, I back squatted 500 pounds.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
What is going on?
He was probably like, damn, that's it. That was all I could get.
Rob's the only person I know who's back squatted 200 pounds 100 times without putting the bar down.
Jeez.
Yeah, he said that broke him off. He said, don't do that, by the way.
Is he the original John Young?
No,
Wow.
John's not even in this guy's. This guy was a legit threat at the game. This is more like the original Colton Mertens, more Colton Mertens than
John.
Yeah, this guy was built like a brick shit house. This guy was competing against Spieler. This was Spieler that didn't complain. You never heard Rob complain about his size. You know what I mean? You never ever. When he did the hill sprint in 2009, he got to the top and he couldn't, and looked like he was going to die. And he's like, and I put the camera in his face. I think it's in the
Every second counts.
2009 documentary. No, this is 2009, the year after Every Second Counts. And I said, hey, do you think this workout is fair? And he goes, there's no competition. Nothing in CrossFit is fair. And I was like, this dude's a stud. You know what I mean?
In life and in competition,
Yeah,
there's no
nothing
fair.
is fair. I'm like, yeah, I fucking love it. Anyway,
I heard when Rob was born, he weighed 20 pounds.
Yeah, probably. Hey,
Fat
listen,
squatted 100
this is really a good guy. Like how Lazar Jukic was really a good guy. Like this is really a good guy. I'm not just saying it because he's fucking sick. CrossFit Robo. He's really genuinely a cool dude. You know, every 6 months I have a chat with him on the phone. Lately, I've been talking with him more. It's interesting. I guess so many people found out he decided to make a post about it.
It sucks, dude. I've always liked, he's very just like middle of the road all the time. He never seems too hot, never cold. Sucks to have happen to him.
Yeah. Barbell brushes work great.
Hey, so I called him. I'm like, motherfucker, you took the vaccine? He's like, no. Yeah. I'm like, why'd you take the vaccine? He's like, I didn't take that shit. Oh, good. Yeah, Rob sinks like a rock. Yeah, 1 year at the games, I think he had to pull out because he got black man disease. He's sunk like a rock.
CrossFit knows
Too much
a lot of
muscle.
shit.
What? Yeah.
CrossFit's OG.
Too much stuff.
He said something one day, and I was like, "Okay, you've been around a long time."
Says a lot. Like not only that, but there's a couple things that they've said. We don't know if it's a guy or girl, but CrossFit has said it. And I was like,
CrossFit's like 2007, I think. He said some stuff that I'm like, you were there at the time.
I think CrossFit's got some internal knowledge too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Would you be surprised if you found out that David Weed had a giant poster of me and Souza on the wall that he masturbates to?
You for sure. Me probably not so much, but
like I was just thinking every morning. I was just thinking, what's the mathematical equation, the algebraic equation? Like you're so aggressive, and like, does that mean that, you know what I mean? Like, what's on the balancing end of that? I hate you online, but I jerk off to you when I'm like. David, send me a picture of your room. I won't even be. I'll seriously, dude. I'll take it as a compliment. You have to know, like, if anyone jerks it to me, I'm good.
David Weed is a net. That's what I'm going with.
I'm good.
That would be amazing.
Like, what is that? We watched Mitchell Hooper blast John, abandon his friend, and demand his wife call him loyal all in 2 months. and then in a crazy turn of events, cheat on his wife.
Which is proof. It's proof we don't live in an algorithm, because an algorithm couldn't even make it this crazy.
I mean, if that was a movie, you'd be like, that's shitty.
You'd be like, no, we're not making it that corny.
Yeah. You're like, that's too obvious. You can't. Yeah. That's too much foreshadowing. Reality is stranger than fiction, right?
This guy went on Rogan. Oh, by the way, in when is it? Are we doing it 9?
9.
Yeah.
51 minutes. Kill Taylor will be live. $1,500 and free games tickets today. If you can beat Taylor, you win $1,500. That's enough for you and your boo to fly to Albany, and then you get tickets to go in and watch the game. We're paying for your fucking games. All you got to do is beat Taylor.
That's it. How hard can it be?
Are we the first people to ever pay the full, like the whole thing? Travel and tickets?
I was going to say,
no one's ever done both.
I was going to say, my wife pays the full thing every night. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are the first. Let's just say we're the first.
We're the first.
But we're so negative. Point out one thing.
Most drug use starts between...
Point out
Probably better you cut me off.
Most drug use starts between ages 15 and 24. Fentanyl is fueling a deadly wave of overdoses, especially among young people. In just a few years, overdose deaths in this age group have more than doubled. But you don't have to wait for a crisis. DNA for Addiction offers a simple test to uncover your genetic risk for opioid addiction. Know your risk. Take action early. Your future is worth it.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen that one.
Yeah, we got some good ones.
What happened?
Oh yeah, what's all the hate for Brad?
It's just the entitled little biatches.
I think they're trying to just punch him to see where the weakness is.
Just haze, just a little hazing. I just take a little hazing.
I don't know what it is. They're fucking weird.
Haze him. Haze that motherfucker. Hey, I like watching him get
The problem is that 4 to 5% of the population, something like that, is cluster B. That's the DSM-5 terms, histrionic.
That's the Brian Friend diagnoses. Can I erase that? Or do we need that? We're going to re-diagnose him?
Probably not.
Diagnosed.
I'm just
I'm
doing
not
a little.
doctor,
I'm just
but
doing
I
a
also
little.
don't need to be.
Little housekeeping.
Yeah, a little house.
Hey,
What's this?
Peanut. I thought Brian wasn't covering the game season.
Do we need that one?
Let's go ahead and keep that one. We don't know. And
that one's is weird. So that's another weird. That's another.
Peanut.
God, we live in such a weird. Hey, if you don't know how to forgive or accept people, you will have no friends. Like I think at 53, I realized it. We're all so flawed and fucked up. Like Mitchell, buddy, Mitchell and Kale, Kale, or is it Clay?
Kale.
Mitchell and Kale, I would love to offer you guys your own show. It's called Big and Small on my podcast.
Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, you guys can have your own show.
Robin Big.
Me and the boys will troll the comments and protect you and ass pound people. Don't worry, it's a safe space for you. You guys can talk about your hardships of the different levels of lying.
The notorious.
Guys, don't go on the internet unless you're going to tell the truth. Don't make shit up on the internet. There's people who are just making careers at fucking people for. Dude, is Josh Bridges fighting people in his comments on his YouTube page?
Is he?
About his depth of squat?
I think he's just fighting for parallel. I don't know if he's fighting people.
Yeah, he's fighting everything.
Someone said, "Oh my god, I love Josh," but he's fighting with people on his YouTube page about going below parallel. And I was like, Josh, you don't have to do that. Like, no one really cares. Ignore, no one cares.
Yeah, fight him.
What?
Fight him.
Fight him, yeah. All right.
Dude, he's on TRT now, dude. He's all riled up.
Is he? Is Josh on TRT?
I made that up.
Oh.
What more do you have to prove?
He looks lean. He looks incredible. He looks like he's
good.
148 pounds of steel. What were you going to say?
What more does he have to prove? It's like you won the game, or not you won the games, but you competed at the highest level for a long time. You used to squat to depth. Who really gives a fuck if you don't now? And it's like, with that knowledge, fight the people who wanna shit on you. It's like, I've proven everything I need to prove. So if you want to throw punches, throw them.
365 by 20 is crazy.
Yeah.
He's denying the fact that he's Pat Tillman. So that part's a little annoying, but
the fact.
Hey,
I love how he's like, it's
presuppositions.
The fact.
What is the legitimate reason he can't? So what is the legit? If you can't go to, what is the legitimate reason? I've never known anyone.
Is fucked.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen someone who can't straighten their arm all the way, and you can hear it hitting something?
It's it's essentially the same thing.
It is.
Yeah.
For both legs or just one leg?
With just the one, I think the right side.
But then obviously the other one's limited by it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's the deal? Why? So once that happens to you, is like Hiller, like when he makes that, is that like making fun of a handicap guy? Like, would that be like walking up to Kevin Ogar and be like, you can't walk up the stairs?
It's like, no rep.
It's like, dude, not cool. And like, why? Well, because it's not because he can't, he just can't. It's not like he's like truly incapable.
Right.
Like
right.
You're making fun of him, like, for not squatting below parallel, but like he can't.
Yeah. I wonder if the delineation is the fact that it's just really heavy in a bunch of reps, when if that is the case, why wouldn't he go much lighter, turn it into a tempo, pause at the bottom, and try to work that depth and range of motion back in his knee?
Because he wants to lift heavy because he can. And
wait, what did Sousa just say? Sousa, what did you just say? I thought there was too much for me to
scale it. Why didn't he just scale it?
Essentially, like, rather than go for like your heaviest set of 20 when you're missing depth, like because like if you were in my gym, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're strong, but let's work your depth. So like take like majority of that weight.
But if it can't go, it can't go, Sousa. If it can't, that's like saying,
but it can go. It can go.
Can.
It just needs therapy. So you do something like a barbell yoga, where like if he
so it's not like Ogar
365. So then he could put 135 on the bar, do a tempo down to the bottom, do a 3-count pause.
I hear you, but what I'm trying to focus on is the fact that it's not like Ogar. He can't. Okay, because I thought
okay.
the baseline was that he could. I thought like maybe like literally he can't go. Like those people who can't straighten out their arm, they can go like that, and you can hear it hitting something.
Right.
Michael Todd, the professional arm wrestler, you're like, oh fuck.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's literally that bad, but
No.
it's bad enough to where it's like, so what's worse? Taylor just like doesn't squat anymore, hardly.
Right.
He is still squatting, but it's not to depth. What's worse?
Didn't Taylor just do a bunch of squats at 195?
Yeah, he squats every now and again, but not often, and he's not posting it on Instagram.
Does he do air squats even like every day?
I think he does some air squats,
Okay.
but my whole point is like he's doing it. It still hurts him. He's still working hard. Like everybody's missing the point. It's like he's putting himself out there. He's still doing the shit anyway. I guess maybe people don't know that he's not hurt, but it's like, look at his legs whenever he's squatting. Like one side, he's veering to one side every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
One side is moving way slower than the other. It's very obvious he has a movement impingement now. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, that's why I wouldn't engage, because I'm like, you fuckers don't know anything. But then also, like, if you want to fight too. I don't really care.
A couple of comments I want to hear that made it. Like Jeff said, like can't versus won't. Like agreed, right? So like, can he fix it? Like can he like versus he's just not wanting to because he wants to lift heavy. And then CrossFit confused us here, hating on a guy who used to do it and played Captain America for his best years. Who cares? I don't necessarily think we're hating on Josh at all.
Oh no, he's not accusing us of hating on him.
Oh,
Hiller's definitely hating on him,
others.
or the comments are hating on him.
Got
I
it.
personally don't give a fuck that if someone squats to parallel or not. Do what you want. Like,
Well, what I was going to say to CrossFit's point there, I was first going to say we're not hating on him, but I agree 100% with what he's saying. Josh was at the top of the sport. He was at the tip of the spear in the military with his career in the Navy and everything else. Like if Josh squats the fucking parallel with 365 for 20 in his badass new home gym, fuck it, let him do it.
yeah,
That's
what
what
I
I
would do. What you want. He's got bigger problems. He's with lab management. He's with
Pull up
fucking, he swims with a bunch of woke fucking retards who are just complete fucking douche canoes. He's got bigger problems, but he also knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Pull
like,
up Mike McCaskey's where he calls me out. We don't.
right here.
Mr. Watkins. The point is, we don't have to see him do it online.
Yeah, you don't have to watch him do it online. Just watch something else.
Don't you tell me.
I hate jerking off to Josh Bridges when he's not squatting below parallel.
I don't want to have to jerk off to dudes banging. Why post that online?
Ejaculate when he breaks parallel. But also he's kind of walking. It seems like he's tiptoeing away from CrossFit, so he can do all sorts of shit now. You don't get like you can tiptoe. You don't got to squat below parallel anymore. You can go back to doing curls.
Yeah, I hope lab management isn't giving him any advice on the way he's positioning himself, because doing the whole I don't have a marketing strategy, so my marketing strategy is just to say everything you guys don't like about CrossFit, I've taken out of my program. CrossFit's beaten my body up over the years, and I got a lot of injured, but I've made this program that'll help you.
Josh isn't doing that, right?
No, he's walking away from CrossFit.
But he's not publicly saying like, "Hey, CrossFit's bad for you."
I don't know about that.
I saw something that was getting pretty. It wasn't on that line, but it's getting pretty damn close. It's getting pretty damn close, which is weird. The timing's weird. I mean, everyone can change their mind, but I always thought that, like, there's some people at my age who say, "Hey, you got to stop doing burpees." I fully get it. Like for some people, yeah, it's not, Greg thinks the burpees are a completely fucked up exercise. For me, it's great. I feel great doing it, and I feel great after I do it. I've never hurt my back. Basically that because people don't have good enough range of motion, that they don't explode up enough and get their feet underneath them, that they're doing something to their fucking lower back. He thinks it's like lower back devastating.
To me, that's not the point. The point is, can you get off the ground? So it's like, I don't care if you step up. I don't care. Lay down and get back up.
Okay, let me. Sorry, let me.
So
I'll use a different example. I'll do a different example. There's a
does this every fucking show.
Chicken winging. Like some people say you shouldn't God, what's an example? But there's some movements, like I understand if you want to work out of your like if you want to work out weighted snatches out of your routine, I get it. But then to say that they're horrible, that's where you cross the line.
Right.
Like, hey, dude, it's completely on you.
Well, it's because
Like-
we're confounding like the sport part of it with the lifestyle part of it, right?
I don't know. I think you should do I think you should do snatches even if you're not the sport part of it. I think everyone should be able to do snatches.
Okay.
Oh wait,
but
hold
you-
on. We got one question. Why?
Because it's a tool that you'll use in your everyday life it enhances the quality of your life.
At what
Wow.
point do you ever pick something off the ground and throw it over your head?
No, hold on, because I actually agree with you, Sevan. I just want to see what you're gonna say because I have this argument all the time.
Everywhere that you go where you're more capable as a human being, your quality of life gets better because you have a shitload of more opportunities. At the end of the day, the more capable you are and the more opportunities you have, that's what the whole thing about raising your kids. You want your kids to be eminently capable and so everywhere you go that you have more opportunities and more capability, the happier you are. That's why the most miserable people are all those unfit, fat people. Like half our society struggles to walk down a set of stairs. Imagine being preoccupied walking down a flight of stairs instead of staring at Danny Spiegel's ass. While you're doing that, I'm staring at Danny Spiegel's ass as she runs by. Because I'm so athletic and I have so many capabilities with movement that I don't have to worry about going down the stairs. Shit like that.
So your argument is introducing something that's hard, regardless of the weight or whatever. It's that you have to overcome that.
Juggling.
And that makes you better in every way.
Yes,
But
every
not
way.
necessarily about the movement itself.
Well, I even go deeper because I agree with everything you just said.
No,
Plus,
and the movement. Yeah.
I add the fact of like when you come into the gym, I want you to have good thoracic mobility to be able to do an overhead squat. A prerequisite to that is most likely going to be some sort of like muscle snatch. The second thing is going to be the neuroplasticity, right? So like your ability to jump something up and then move your body underneath it, even if it's just in a power position from the hang, is still going to create neurological pathways and connections that you're going to start to build on. And so what I always tell everybody when I have the older people that come in, they're like, well, why am I learning snatch? And they just have with a PVC pipe or a 10-pound barbell. I'm like, that way, when you slip off a curve, you'll catch yourself because from your head to toe reaction time, you'll be a lot quicker.
Now do it for pistols.
I don't, and I don't program them.
Pistols are so important though. Caller, hi.
No.
Hey, what's
What's up,
happening, boys? Boy,
What's up?
I think. What's up, man? I think
Atlanta.
something that
Everybody from Atlanta.
Livermore. I know.
Livermore?
Livermore.
Damn.
I know
Atlanta.
he doesn't sound like he's from Cali, right?
Well, I did go to college kind of in the South, so maybe I picked up something and held on to it.
There it is.
But people, this all or nothing mindset, which drives people to success and everything. But when we're just talking about CrossFit and people that have nothing to do with us, lines get blurred. Because like, okay, maybe competing in CrossFit and working out 3 times a day with fucking another four a day the other days, that did fuck them up. The sport of CrossFit probably jacked them up, and a lot of these athletes probably jacked them up. However, it's important to remember that just daily dosages of CrossFit is good for you. Like when you're competing, yeah, it's legitimately unhealthy. Look at the NFL. They're broken, but guess when you ask them, they were like, would you do that shit again? They're like, you fucking right, I'd do that shit again. I'll do it right now. And so that's how a lot of these athletes are too, like real talk. Because nobody would know who the hell these people are. Hell, 99% of the population would walk by Josh Bridges and not know who he is outside of our niche community, you know what I'm saying?
Froning would have the biggest lawn care business in Cookeville, though, just so you know.
Okay.
Froning lawn care.
Okay. Yeah, I could rock with that. But it's this that somewhere this line got blurred because, CrossFit was on ESPN and it was dope as fuck. I remember when that first started. And from that's what people thought the base of CrossFit was, at least the outsiders, the ones that didn't know any better. And then you had like this huge wave of everybody, oh, I want to go individual next year. But they have yet to do a fucking handstand push-up without 4 ab mats under their head and forgetting what the base of CrossFit is, because Yeah, I had a dude say, how many times, he'll talk about wall balls, how many times a day am I going to have to grab an object and squat down and throw it 10 feet in the fucking air? I was like, it's not the movement itself. It's the capability that you're showing while doing the movement. And so,
Exactly.
not, just to avoid boring the user, boring the listeners, I'm going to go ahead and hop up off this bitch. But yeah, in summary, the lines got blurred between competing and all that shit. No, CrossFit broke my body. No, motherfucker. Competing in CrossFit broke your body, and rightfully so, because you pushed it to the limit. You learned some shit about yourself. Good for you. You were one of the fittest humans in history, but CrossFit didn't break you. Competing did. All right,
Hey,
y'all.
before you
All
hop
love.
off, I got one
Amen.
question for you.
Oh,
As a man from California, but has a little bit of a Southern accent to him, can you explain to me why Ice Cube sounds like he's from the South?
Today was a good day.
Hey, honestly, probably networking, because this shit happens on accident. I didn't know I had a little something until I came home for Christmas break. And it was like, what the hell did you just say? Because it's a lot lighter now. I've been back for a while, so probably just networking, talking on the phone
Nice.
too much. All right, y'all.
All right,
All
fair
love.
enough.
You the man.
Thanks, dude.
See you.
Later, dude.
Hey, are you going to NorCal?
Hell yeah, I got the day off.
Awesome. All right, see you there.
Beautiful.
All right, man.
All
Peace.
right, later.
Later.
He's down. He is extremely sexy and good looking. When you see this guy in person, he's a very unique looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Have you
good
seen? Do you know
explain.
him? Do you know him, Blade?
No.
No. Oh, he's very
Jacked.
unique.
I know he's jacked, right?
He's jacked. He's jacked. But he. I don't know really how. I wonder what he is. He's black and he's dark, but his hair and like his features, it's like it's a crazy combination. He's stunning.
Brianna.
And his kids are stunning. He's got 3 kids, and you'll be like, what the fuck? They look like they're all the whole family looks like they're models, like they all came from the same family.
What white dude has the name Blade? That's not a white. White dudes aren't allowed to have that name.
If you didn't know that was a black dude who called in, you're a fucking moron. I mean that. Like you are stupid. Hey, you shouldn't be allowed to assess anything. You have no assessment.
You're not an expert.
Like, hey, listen, even if that dude was white and you guessed he's black, you're good. You know what I mean? You're good.
Right.
Like you still win. Like, yeah, we trick you. But that's like
he was in the the commercial from Kill Taylor last week.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? Okay, I know. Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, that's right. That's right. Doing the beef chips.
Mm-hmm.
Tall.
Highgroundbeefchips.com.
High ground beef chips. They're
Yeah,
down
he's
by
tall.
him.
Tall.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day when I was at Sousa's gym the other day. He rolled in and all looking all.
Oh
good.
yeah.
And he was in his police gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
All suited up.
Yep. Yeah, whenever any of them are from the city that have that route, they'll come by and stop by. They'll either use the bathroom, like grab some water. Sometimes if it's late at night, they'll do their reports there and just hang out in front of the gym, which is awesome. Scared the shit out of the kid I have cleaning my floors one time.
I promise you, it rained a disproportionate amount of vagina on him than most men.
Equality.
Yeah, there's like, you don't go out with that dude unless you know you're gonna get, you just fucking wing chicks. You know? Like,
yeah, you going out with Blade, you are. By default,
you are not.
Unless he hands it over.
Yeah, you're only getting the B team.
Yeah, I bet his story's crazy because what guy lives in California, goes to college in the South, and then comes back and becomes a cop.
He's like a legit, like,
I don't know,
an old school cop, as you would think about. Like, he like actually serves the community. Like, he's the guy. He's the type of cop that would come over, would catch a kid in a situation, be like, all right, look, you're gonna throw that shit over here. We're gonna have a talk. Like, Blade, like, hooks him up, and he's like, listen, instead of fucking your life right now, I'm never gonna see you on the streets again. If I do, like, that's the type of cop he is.
He gives them a hard, like, you get one.
He says hi to people. How about just he says hi to people when he's going down the street. He smiles at kids.
Yeah.
He pulls his car over and helps old ladies, like shit like that. Yeah.
He would come in during the youth strength and conditioning and stuff, and like say what's up to kids and just like back squat 315 for 21 time and just rack it up and head out.
Yeah. He's the way cops fucking should be.
Yes.
Community liaisons.
Yes.
Like, and also beat someone's ass if they need a.
Yeah, he'll definitely tune you up.
And he will tune someone up. Yeah, he's a
And then
he's a big dude.
And then he's the type of dude that right afterward, he'd help you up and be like, see what you did there? You didn't have to do all that. And you're just kind of like wiping it like, oh, fuck, yeah, you're right.
These shirts are available. Kill Taylor shirts are available at vindicatevndk8.com.
Get them.
I'll be wearing them over at the at Syndicate. That's in a couple weeks, right? Oh shit! One more topic before we go. We take a break to refuel. So yesterday I went out into the real world.
What, for the first time in 2 months?
I went to the mall.
Agoraphobic.
And I went into the corner store. It's called the Verizon store. It's like where people get cell phones and shit. Oh my God. It's worse than I thought.
What's worse than you thought?
My peer group, my colleagues, my fellow humans.
Are they your peers?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the metric is for determining who's better or worse. What Sevon went to a hot. I don't.
He doesn't even know what that is.
I don't even. How do these people get to vote and shit? How do like what the fuck's going on? I saw probably like 20 like regular, because I got out of my OODA loop, right? They were just like, I was looking around, not one person has a vein showing in their forearms. People are saying the dumbest shit. Some ladies in lines like, I don't know what happened to my photos on my phone. Like the bare minimum that's needed to operate. I did see this fat dude as a lady was coming up in a wheelchair run over, like waddle over to the door and open it for her. He didn't know. And I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Look at them
like
help
that,
each other.
Yeah, like that really made me happy. But everyone seems so incapable to me.
You ought to go to the hospital with me every week for these baby checkups.
This was a Verizon store. I'm like, where are you wasting resources on you people? You people only deserve electricity like 2 hours a day. Move somewhere where there's only electricity 2 hours a day. You're like cave people. Why? What goes on at the hospital?
It's just the shape of people, man.
But even the people who work there, like just the level of communication and competence, and like the guy, this is a Verizon store. Guy was really nice. Don't get me wrong. Great guy. Love the guy. Like a great guy. He's like, he pulled out the screwdriver set. This is a Verizon store, and they didn't have the bit that fit like the little thing that they needed to unscrew on my device. But the screwdriver
that makes
set,
sense of this email I got. I understand now.
But this screwdriver kit was like a mishmash. It's like what's in your junk drawer.
He had like at the Verizon store.
Yeah, it's like
the one you keep in your kitchen.
Yeah, or it's not even that good. It's like the loose one. It's like the one. It's like when you're like, I know I saw a Phillips bit in the middle here somewhere, and you're reaching around your middle console of your car. I mean, it's like. It's so bad. Should I get the Google phone or the free Obama phone, or should I get? I'm just like, oh my goodness,
free Obama phone.
I love that there's a reel, and it's got this lady. They're at like it's some city hall meeting, and the guy's like the guy who's administering the whole thing. He's like, "Man, we're here to talk about the rezoning of the Piggly Wiggly," and she goes, "What?" He goes, the Piggly Wiggly over on 3rd. And she goes, well, I live on 2nd. He goes, okay, you have.
That's what I mean. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said, well, we're talking about the rezoning. Do you have anything to contribute to that? She goes, well, I can't find a job. And I went to the library and I lost my password on their computer. I don't like the internet. I don't like Facebook. And there's these people in the background. They're like, what the fuck is happening? That's
what it was like. That's what it's like in there. That's what it's like.
That's amazing.
My contacts are all gone. I'm like, oh my God.
For context, There are some times that you
My
send us text about
contacts.
technology that you sound exactly like what you're explaining.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, well, then she needs a chat group like mine where she can be vulnerable, not the Verizon store.
I can't turn my light off.
Yeah, I'm just, and I always think like this too. I'm like, how is it like? When I'm around in society like that, I'm like, do I need to guard my semen? Like, I just
Someone tried
can't
to
believe
extract
I
you?
can't believe there's not people just begging me for my semen.
This is top shelf stuff here.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like I
God.
can't even believe it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an arrogant fuck, but it was. I call them airport people. Yeah, I'm always reminded of our bubble we live in. My fat ass is a Brad Pitt at an airport. Yeah,
Yeah, but CTP's flying out of
Oh.
Atlanta. Atlanta's a special case.
Atlanta is crazy. I walked through the
love
luggage
going to that.
carousel there when I was went to that BSI or MetFix event, and I landed in the airport there.
Yep.
Excuse me, can everyone in here keep it down? Not everyone in the fucking 12,000 or 120,000 square feet of luggage area needs to hear you talk.
Huh? No, yeah, we just pulled up. We're here.
Even the cops who are riding their bikes inside the airport, they ride their bikes like thugs. It's like, hey, do you know what it felt like? It felt like an area where all thugs hang out, but it's like a DMZ zone. Like, you're not allowed to bring your knife or your guns in there. You know, like how like you know what I mean? Like in a Michael Jackson video, all the gangs show up but promise not to fight. That's what the airport seems like.
I love going to the Atlanta airport.
I saw the biggest women I've ever seen in my life. just like elephants, just like 24-year-old women who weigh 350 pounds, but completely mobile and maybe, you know, it's somewhat fuckable. I'm like, how is that possible? Youth.
Love flying out of Atlanta. Love the South, dude. Love the South.
I think it's the busiest airport in the country, isn't it?
Yep.
They got that crazy like network of how the bags get all around.
Yep.
Watch that.
I feel like I could walk by someone's ass there and just fall into it and just no one ever find me again.
You can for sure.
You ever
set a
seen
cup on
asses
it.
that big? You ever seen asses that big? Once every 2 or 3 years, I'll see one like that. I'm like, if I walk by that ass crack, and that thing takes a breath in, I'm gone.
It's like a black hole. You just get sucked into it.
Yeah,
Breath in.
yeah. It's like gone.
What happened? He went missing at the Atlanta airport.
Anything I need to know about? Do you want to explain semifinals? What is actually going on? I don't know where there's a list of the people. What is so? There's a bunch of workouts that came out, and all these people are trying to do them to get 11 spots, but we don't know who's doing them because no one has to actually say who's doing them until they put their scores in on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, this interests me none. I'd rather just wait till you guys just pull it. Like, I can't do the investigate. I'm glad you guys will do. Everyone else will do the work.
I mean, we can't really do any like speculation until the leaderboard gets finalized. And that's the cool thing about titrating out the leaderboard. So it's like you have a submission window for 2 events and then another 2 events and then the last one. Because then
but they're not doing that.
They're just doing it all at once.
Yeah, that's tough. And the cool stuff is like when Hiller finds stuff like what Ricky Garrard did, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, everyone's just kind of like leaking like little bits.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we don't know anything. Is there anything that everyone knows? Or like, oh, that person showed their shit already? Not one. All these numbers and shit I see in the thread. This is all like top secret shit.
Maybe not top secret, but yeah, it's like very sparse.
Well, not top secret like Mitchell Hooper fucking his chick. Like that was supposed to his wife's best friend. That was supposed to be. That's top secret.
Yeah.
Until it's not.
Till it's not.
But for Syndicate, what you need to care about is the fact that after the in-affiliate semifinals is completed, then we backfill in the East.
Yeah. Oh, because you can't have qualified.
They're not going to get an invite if you qualify to the games.
Okay. I'm just going to look at Bill and John are going to do all the heavy lifting. I'm just going to critique outfits. And who has the biggest ass crack that I'm afraid to fall into.
You got to have that guy on the team.
Sorry, I can't leave it alone. How stupid was Mitchell Hooper's post?
Which one? All of
So I was
them?
talking to someone on the phone, but I can't tell you who I was talking to. Thank you. Give me space. Like
Oh, thank
basically,
you. Yeah.
like
Hope this brings
opened up
clarity.
all of these things that all you could do was speculate that he cheated on his wife. And then at the end say, don't ask anything and respect my privacy. I don't even, not Hooper again. I can't help it. I can't help it.
What
everyone-
part of it is breaking you down here?
Like, hey, dude, don't, first of all, if you cheated on your wife, don't post about it at all.
Well,
like
dude, clearly
zero.
he's not
You
like the
don't-
smartest one in the bunch,
Don't
right?
say sorry. Don't try to defend it. Don't you are a fucking beta cuck. Like you're at this point, like the same way I'm unemployable now, you are completely unfuckable once you apologize to,
Evidently not.
you don't apologize to the world for something that you have a private relationship about. You're done.
Yeah, but he's one of those people that actually thinks the followers on the other end like generally care more than the 2 minutes of entertainment they're online. Like he's one of those people that like
It's nothing but
they can't
entertainment.
separate it in their mind that what happened to him in his real life or whatever, like people that are following him on the internet like actually give a shit other than to just scroll by and, you know, laugh at your turmoil while they're taking a literal shit on the toilet.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
So many people get confused that this fucking matters that much, right? And it's a tool, and unless you're going to use the attention to point at something that you're trying to like gain from it, like some of the people think that that is the thing. And like they like all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I'm going to do this for my fans or my audience." Like nobody gives a fuck, dude. Sorry. They all got their own shit they're dealing with. Nobody cares that much about your problems. And freaking most of the people probably are happy you have them. I mean, look at all the media storm it gave us.
Hey, dude, his post is like a game show, Tyler. It's like you're supposed to guess what happened, but then it's like, here's a game show, but don't play.
Yeah.
I'm always interested, you know how they say like we're on a 20-year loop, things that were cool 20 years ago come back.
Oh my God.
I'm always interested in how that happens. And so it's like my parents didn't know anything about social media, how that was going to affect us airing out our shit on air, right? And so we just lean in with everybody's doing this, we got to figure it out. But then it's your generation that now has kids, young kids, and they've watched it happen. They're like, okay, yeah, this is definitely like the old way of doing things is definitely the better way. So then your kids come up and they're like, why would I want to air my shit out on YouTube and Instagram? They're not going to.
I think they are. I think
No
they're confused.
way.
Going back to what Sousa says, I think they're confused. I think people still think that social media, there's like they can't delineate between what's real and not real. Like
Yeah,
there's
but it's
people. I just saw another one yesterday from one of the biggest people in the community expressing some shit that I'm like, oh my God, all you're screaming is that you're batshit crazy.
But it's like there's like this whole, like I think they polled like young children and like, or yeah, you know, like teenagers and stuff, and like asked them who they liked, and then like you're seeing more of a Republican or conservative tilt to these kids now, right? At what point in the past 30 or 40 years did you ever think being a conservative was going to become hip?
Never.
That's
But
what
then
I'm
again,
saying, dude.
when
Okay,
did you
well,
think being when did
pendulum
you think
swing
being
back
a
the other
liberal?
way.
Well, when did you think being a liberal meant you're a communist?
Oh, well, I think a lot of people have known that. I think I was late to the game on that.
Yeah, well, or maybe it just took time for her to see exactly what it is as it became more extreme, right?
Yeah,
It
this
pushed
is
the boundary.
This is the other thing. Remember we were talking about that yesterday? Attention is the new drug.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, if you need attention, something's wrong with you. You should know that.
Well, we all need attention. It's
Right.
what you're cultivating it for what though? For attention's sake? Dangerous.
I like to think that I don't need attention, but there's times that I want to have a interaction or stimulation. Like I realize that like when I don't do this show, sometimes I am interested in the stimulation. Like I enjoy the stimulation from it, the interaction
You like the
from
drug
it.
of it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see it manifesting as craving attention or craving attention elsewhere in life. Like, let's say the internet went away. I wouldn't like learn how to juggle to get attention.
Let's go into that piece about why most people do this that you learned the other day.
Yeah, the attention.
The attention piece.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
was
even
thinking
know how
of-
to relate to it. Someone needs to explain it to me. I don't even relate to it. Like, what do you get from attention? Like, I
It's not
understand
what
money.
you get with
the
it,
money.
it's what you do with it.
It's because you're good here and here. You had all your shit figured out before this started all happening.
Right.
But people have put their actual need for human
oh.
connection and all those other things. They've gotten this serotonin release from the phone, and they're like, that's where it is. That's where I need to get my attention. You had already gotten past that. You had learned to be self-fulfilling instead of needing other people.
I can't even imagine needing the phone for that. I don't even know how to process that. I don't even know where to put that. How to like
My
they
wife
have no
does-
they have go ahead.
My wife does research on kids and social media and fitness.
Is that
And, like,
depressing?
these kids are
Yes.
you see how addicted they are to it, but they also know that it's poison.
They are aware. Oh, that's
They
cool.
are becoming very aware of what it's doing to them. And so they're actively pulling back more than I think we think they are.
Oh.
And so, like, I think we'll come out of it. It's just going to be, I think we're going to hit the depths before we get there. We're going to hit rock bottom before we get there.
If my phone's not in the room with me, I'll forget about my phone. If it's in the room with me, I'll pick it up. It's kind of like nicotine, or I'm trying to think of other things.
It's like donut holes in the room. You won't go out and buy it and have it. But if
Yes.
it's there, you're gonna walk by the bag each time and eat one until
Yes.
the bag's gone.
Yes. All I have to do is put my phone. Like, all I have to do
It
is forget
happens.
my phone somewhere, and then I'll really be like, oh shit, I haven't seen my phone in 5 hours.
Mhm.
But if I have it with me, I'm like on it. Like, I'd love like I'm on it. I love my phone. I think it's so fun.
The thing that I thought was interesting, because when you said, like, most people in our space do this for the attention, I thought that's funny because that's not true for anybody in the group.
No, I know. I was tripping on that too, right?
We literally just do this out of love of the whole thing.
Or just habit. I don't even want to be so. I don't even know why. I do it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't want to be
Like,
like,
hey,
oh,
dude, if I didn't like everyone in the group, I would not be doing this.
agreed.
Yeah, that's true.
We would be talking about this. I was talking about all of this shit for years before the group ever existed. And now it's just all of us found each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, if all of this, if YouTube went offline tomorrow, we would still be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Making paper airplanes.
Yeah.
All right. $1,500 free games tickets. See you in 13 minutes. Love you guys.